Good morning, guys. This is Miss Herrera. This is on page 249 in your math book. This is what you had homework for last week, and we are going over the answers to make sure that we are doing this correctly. So grab your math book, open up to page 249, and we will begin from the top and work our way down to the bottom. So we are talking about perimeter and circumference in this section of our math book. Right here in the green box, it says perimeter of a polygon. Perimeter is the distance around a figure. The formula for perimeter would be P stands for perimeter, equals the sum of the lengths of the sides. So if you have a triangle, and it's an equilateral triangle, which means all the sides are equal length, this side is 4 inches, this side is 4 inches, and this side is 4 inches, then your perimeter, P, would equal 4 plus 4 plus 4. Or, if you wanted to write it short, you could say 1, 2, 3, 3 times 4. That is your perimeter. So the distance around this triangle is 12 inches. If you have a rectangle has 4 sides, and 2 of those sides are parallel, and the other 2 sides are parallel, and 2 sides are longer than the other 2. This side is 5 feet, this side is 3 feet. Notice they did not write the distance, how many feet they were on each side, because they are equal sides. So if you know that this is 5 feet down here, then you know up here is going to be 5 feet. And if you know this side is 3 feet, then over here it's going to be 3 feet. Because each side has to match the opposite. So the perimeter for this rectangle, P stands for perimeter, equals 5 feet plus 3 feet plus 5 feet plus 3 feet. Or you could say 2 times 5 plus 2 times 3. So the distance around the rectangle, when you add them all up together, is going to be 16 feet. That's how you find the perimeter of a shape or a polygon. Over here in this pink box, peachy color box, you're finding the circumference of a circle. The circumference is the distance around a circle. The formula for circumference, you would write C for circumference, equals pi times the diameter. Now, some of us have heard about pi because during our last open house, it was celebrating March the 14th, which was 314, and we got to pi Miss Cascio. So we would say pi, which is 3.14, times your diameter. Well, to make this easier for us, we're going to estimate the circumference by rounding pi to the number 3. Because if I wanted to round 3, I would look at the number behind it as a 1. 1 is a low number, is less than 5, so it goes back down to 3. So we're not going to worry about our decimal when we're finding our circumference. We're just going to worry about the number 3. So we will take our diameter times the number 3, and that will be the circumference. So if we have a circle here, look at this purple circle, and the diameter is 7 inches, then your circumference, C, would be 3 times 7 inches equals 21. So the distance around this circle, E, is about 21 inches. I know that the circle is named E because the center point is labeled letter E. So this is what we worked on our page, and we're going to go over our answers now. So I'm going to be using a notebook, and I will flash it on top of my paper to help write in the answers. Excuse me. On number 1, it says write an addition and multiplication equation to find the perimeter, then write the answer. So they gave us one side, which was 3 inches. Well, I know that all these sides are the same length, so I know that this is 3 inches. I know that this one's 3 inches. This one's going to be 3 inches. This side is 3 inches, and this side is 3 inches. So now I'm looking at that. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 sides on this polygon. So we would have 3 inches plus 3 inches plus 3 inches plus 3 inches plus 3 inches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3 inches. 6 equals how many inches? Well, you had to find that answer. And that answer happened to be 18. To write a multiplication problem for this, because there are 6 3's, you could have said 3 inches times 6 equals 18 inches. And we like to box in our answer because it stands out on our paper. So number 1, the answer is 18 inches. On number 2, how does knowing the length of one side of a regular hexagon help you to find the perimeter? Well, some of you may have written it in different ways, but if I were going to write my answer, it would look like this. Number 2. Since all sides in a regular polygon are equal lengths, comma, I can multiply the number of sides times the length of one side. That one is kind of close. So I'll move it over some. All right, on number 3, it says write an equation to find the perimeter. So for number 3, my equation is going to be 14 inches plus 6 inches plus 12 inches. Oops, I just broke my pencil. Let me grab another pencil. Equals 32 inches. On number 4, it says write an equation to find the perimeter. And here was your shape for number 4. You have 2, 16, 8, 8, 6, and 8 feet. Excuse me. So you would write 16 feet plus 8 feet plus 8 feet plus 6 feet plus 8 feet plus 2 feet, and it equaled 48 feet. Can you see the end of my paper there? 48 feet, and I'm going to box my answer. I should have boxed my answer up here too. All right, number 5. If you wrote this with a multiplication problem, it would have been 3 times 8 feet plus, and then add the rest of the numbers, 16 feet plus 6 feet plus 2 feet, and that still equals 48 feet. So you could have done an addition problem or put in that multiplication because there's 1, 2, 3 eighths in there. So you could have done it either way. All right, number 5. Number 5, we have this odd shape over here in the yellow. We have 5 feet, 4 feet, 8 feet, and 3 feet. So to write an equation for that, you should have 5 feet plus 4 feet plus 8 feet plus 3 feet equals 20 feet. All right. On number 6, we're doing difference. We're doing different than a polygon's finding perimeter. Now you're going to find circumference of the circle. Remember up here, we talked about to find the circumference, you're going to multiply 3 times your diameter. Whatever your diameter is of that circle, you multiply that times 3 to get your answer. So for number 6, it tells us that the diameter is, can you see that? The diameter is 12 inches. So for number 6, you would have 12 times 3 equals what? 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. And this is in inches, so 36 inches. And that's going to be your C equals 36 inches. For number 7, your diameter is 4 feet. So we know that our circumference is going to be 3 times your diameter. So we have 4 feet times 3, and C is going to equal 12, because 4 times 3 is 12. That's your circumference. Number 8, the purple circle. Your diameter is now, oops, I started right feet right there, 12 feet. Your diameter is 3 yards. So we know that we have to have 3 yards times 3 equals 9, and make sure you're using the right form of measurement. This was yards. So C equals 9 yards. And then on number 9, our last one here, your diameter is 108, and this is in inches. So we're going to have 108 times 3. 3 times 8 is 24. You put your 4, carry your 2. 3 times 0 is 0. Plus 2 is going to be 2. 3 times 1 is 3. So your circumference equals 324. So this was your check for page 249. If you have any questions on how I got any of these answers, or if you need further explanation, just comment below and I will answer you as best I can until we fully understand. Bye guys.